Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. 008 here, and today I have for you another video where I will be creating a new map in Bloons Tower Defense 6. So this map that I want to create is not new in general, but it is new for BTD 6. So I've created couple different maps here and there in my off time, but I never really committed to any projects. I just did some experimentation. So today I want to create the original map from Bloons Tower Defense, otherwise known as Bloons Tower Defense 1. So let's go ahead and start right here. So wondering what I would like to do here. So I'm probably going to stick with this because this is too dark. I have a reference on my iPad in front of me, but this is light and this is dark relative to the actual color of the map, so I may not be able to get the exact color right, but I think I will keep it as is. So what happens if I do this? Okay, well, it's basically the same color. So, let me get rid of this and start with the actual track. So there's not really anything in the background. It's just a matter of creating the path. And the path does look kind of rocky to me, or stony. So I'll keep it like this. And we will start right here, a little bit above the left point. So let's go. I don't want it pointing down there. I'd rather it point straight out. Not sure why it's not working when I do that. Maybe we can do like that. Okay, and then get it to turn. How do I do this? So it may take me a little bit to do this, but I, in part, enjoy just showing you guys the process of, just the whole process of making this. I don't want an entire new path. I just want to add to this one. So let's do... No, I don't want... Okay, I didn't mean to do that either. So let's go right there. Maybe a little shorter. And then let's go back to the same path and... Okay, so that's how you do it. Just need to make it so that it doesn't do that. Not sure why it's looping in on itself, because that's not what I want. So how about we do not that? And feel free, guys, if you would like to skip forward, you can. But I'm going to try and make this still an interesting, entertaining video to the best of my ability. So, for those of you who have created maps, there we go, I think we got it. So for those of you who have created maps already, which map did you make first, and which map, if you made multiple maps, do you like the most? Something that I am interested in knowing, because I have checked out the maps so far that have been made, and there are a few that I do like. I'm just stretching this map out a little bit because of the fact that the screen is wider, even just accommodating for the playable area on the screen, not accounting for the brown patterned parts on the left and right of the screen. So yeah, like if you have made a map so far, or any maps so far more broadly, um, which ones do you like the most? Because, I definitely am eager to know what you guys have made, and feel free to share map codes or map names in the comments down below, because I do want to hear about that. So, there we go. Move that back. And maybe a little too far, so let's move this back a little bit. And there we go. So I think I'm getting the hang of this. And, yeah, I also wanted to talk about a few maps that I've seen that I definitely do like, that people have created. I think there's this one map, it's like really hard looking, and it has like 4 paths. I think it's called like Lost Mines or something similar, and I really like that map because it is creative, and it has like parts of the track that while balloons are traveling through that part of the track, you can't actually pop them. So I do like that. I think that it's creative and challenging. So I may play that in a future video. We'll have to see. So let's go right about there. And I don't want this to be the end. So how do I get this to stop labeling it as the end? Because I don't want that to be where it ends. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this goes a little higher than the cone before it starts going left. So let's go like right there or so. But again, I don't want that to be the end. But I also don't want to, I don't want to move the cone. I only want to add more to the track, and it's a bit annoying for the game, or for me rather, when the game thinks that I want to move the cone, and yeah, I don't want to move the cone, I just want to go like that. Okay, so this should be good, something like that, maybe a little too high, but I'll just go with the flow for now. And there we go with that. And that's one of the good things about things in life, not just the map editor, but like virtually anything, whether you're using a tool like the map editor or learning a skill in life or in school or whatever, or you are trying to learn the lyrics to a song that you like the beat of, or anything else like that, it just gets easier over time. So that is something that I like in life, just in general. You're just like less likely to make mistakes or have things annoy you or whatever over time, so that is good. So let's go right about there. Maybe, and then no, I don't want this to be the finish. So let's do that, just so that it stops marking the next cone as the finish line. There we go. A little bit higher. No, I don't want another cone after that. So let's do that. How do I... Okay. I don't want that thing popping up at the top of the screen. So how about we do... like that. There was an undo button, so I don't have to, like, worry about this, like, extra thing that I don't want. I'm not sure why it's not letting me delete that cone. This one. I want to delete it. I don't want to move it or anything like that. Just remove it. And that was not the one I wanted to remove. So I may have to redo this whole part right here. So let's try like that. I'll have to delete that one. Not sure why it's not letting me delete this cone, because, like, I just don't want it there. So, let's try like that, maybe. It's not perfect, but I don't want to have to continuously edit things like this when the smallest of things are getting on my nerves, so I am just going to do this. I do have some patience, and I would likely be more patient with this if I wasn't recording right now, but I don't want this video to be unnecessarily long, just referencing my picture, and it looks like some parts of the path are longer than they are in the original map, but I'm just going to stick with it. I think this is good as a remake of the first map in the BTD series. Let me know what you guys think. So let's save this map, and save and exit, and let's go ahead and play easy standard on this map. So we'll play 40 rounds. I'm not going to go too long in this game, but what I am going to do to make things a little bit more interesting, so it's not just, you know, BTD 6 with a BTD 1 map, so that it's not just like that, I'm going to go out of here and disable Monkey Knowledge, and additionally, along with that, I am going to play with only Bloons Tower Defense 1 towers and upgrades. So that means we have the Dart Monkey, Tack Shooter, Ice Monkey, Bomb Shooter, and Super Monkey, and that's it. Now, as a refresher on upgrades, we have Sharp Shots, previously known as Piercing Darts, and Long Range. For the Dart Monkey, that's it, so a max of 101. Then for the Tack Shooter, we have Faster Shooting and Long Range, that's it, so 110. Ice Monkey, I believe there was one upgrade that functioned as both of these upgrades at the same time. Basically just improved freeze or improved ice tower, something like that. And then permafrost was the other upgrade. I could be wrong, but if my memory serves me correctly, that's what it was like. And then we have the bomb shooter. Bigger bombs and extra range, so 101. And then the Super Monkey, the odd tower out. Possibly the best tower in BTD 6 out of BTD 1 towers and upgrades, but it was pretty bad in BTD 1 because it only had 1 pierce as opposed to the 2 pierce that the base Super Monkey has here, and it only had super range, no laser blasts upgrade at all. And also the balloons were different. They only had red to yellow, and then black balloons immune to explosions contain 2 yellows each, so 9 lives, and then white balloons, which were similar to black balloons, except they moved a little faster and were immune to ice instead of bombs. So that was it for BTD 1 in that regard. So let's go ahead and get maybe a Dart Monkey right about here, and I'm going to get Long Range, and another dart monkey right here with long range, and let us begin. So unfortunately there are no camo detection upgrades in the original Bloons Tower Defense. Not that there were camo balloons back then to have to deal with, but certain rounds like 24 and 33 we will have to beat without having any kind of camo detection. So we'll just have to let the balloons leak, basically. And I'm going to try and limit myself to no more than 50 lives lost, apart from the camo balloons, because I can't help those. But let's see if we lose any lives there. It looks like we will not. So we're good. Let's go ahead and get a tack shooter right there. And another tack shooter right there. And I'm going to try and get a little bit of every tower in this game. So I'm not going to go for piercing darts at this time, or range on the tack shooter, just the faster shooting. And let's see what we can do from here. So part of me wants to save up straight up for a super monkey at this time, but I don't know if I should do that, or if I should get some bomb shooters first, for example. Then again, there were no lead balloons in BTD1. They didn't show up until BTD2. But in this game, we cannot create maps with custom rounds at this time. But I am hoping that Ninja Kiwi adds that to the map editor as custom rounds. That way you can create special challenges or things like that, and not have to worry about having options limited due to being forced to play the default rounds or things like that. Another interesting thing about the map editor is that you only have to beat something, a map, as the creator on easy standard. You do not have to beat it on a given game mode. If you want to, if you want people to play it on Impossible or Chimps or something, they're not required to play it on the game mode that you play it on. So, like, even if you beat it on easy, but that's it, you can have them play on, like, if they want to. It's not like your choice what game mode others play your map on, but they can play it on Impossible or Chimps, which means there probably are a few maps out there that are impossible to beat on harder game modes, because they were only meant to be played, hence the game mode the creator played them on easy, or medium, or whatever. So that's something to take note of. I am hoping that we will get the extra range, including at the exit right there. Unfortunately, we will not. So, you know what? It's not usually worth it to sell towers, but I am going to sell this super monkey right there. And we will rebuy the super monkey right about there. That way the extra range does cover the exit. So far so good. I think all we need to worry about at this point are 1, lead popping power, and 2, making sure that we have enough popping power for, you know, rainbows, ceramics, Moabs, etc. But again, those were not a concern in the original Bloons Tower Defense, but they are here because we do not have custom rounds to play with. So I'm going to let the camo leak, but again, it's pretty much my only choice with the self-imposed limitations I am giving myself for this challenge. Not that it's much of a challenge, but it's still fun, you know? So let's go ahead and get extra range right there, and we will get maybe a couple more bomb shooters as well. So how about a bomb shooter right around there? And I know in the last video I mentioned how I have been playing BTD 5 a lot. in my spare time. And as much as I like BTD 5, there is one thing that I'm super glad, in fact, that it was changed, or removed, rather, going from Bloons TD 5 to Bloons TD 6, at least on mobile. And that's that if you go to place a tower, and the round that you're on ends, in BTD 5, it would just go back, and you'd have to manually reselect the tower, even if you had a great spot for it, and you were about to place it, but you just couldn't place it. So, like, because the round ended and the game forced you to manually, replace it, like, from scratch. So, I'm glad that that thing, like, not that that was a feature, it was just more of a pesky thing, that probably wasn't even intentional, but still, it was pesky anyway. So I'm glad that that was removed, and that, you can, not have to worry about that if a round ends and you want to replace a tower or whatever. So you're here, and the round ends, I'll just keep the bomb shooter hovered right there. Can even release my finger, and it stays there. It doesn't go back. So that is nice. So we only have 65 lives left. No lives lost other than camos, which we cannot pop. So yeah, and we actually have plenty of cash. So unfortunately, I am going to have to cheat a little here, only because of the camo balloons. So let's go ahead and get triple darts right there, only for not losing to stupid camo balloons. So let's sell it now, and we are down to 26 lives, and I don't think we have anything to worry about at this time. So I'm going to get one more super monkey. Not sure where to put this tower exactly. Maybe somewhere around there. Again, super range does not give you a lot of extra range. It's more so for extra pierce at this time, whereas it used to give you more range, but no extra pierce. And just so that I can say I use all the towers that I'm able to use, I'm going to get 2 ice towers right there. Not that we need them. And there we go. We beat this BTD 1 map right there. So let's go right here. And I will hit share right there. And there we go. So that is nice. I am happy that I was able to beat my own map right there, or the original map. It's technically a Ninja Kiwi created map, but a recreation by me. I'm glad I was able to beat it. I wish that I could create it more to scale, and with greener grass, but other than that, can't complain. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I very much want to create more maps like this, including some remakes from the prior BTD games in future videos. So stay tuned for that, along with some Let's Play stuff covering balance changes as like individual towers and whatnot, and all of that. So I will talk to you all again in the next video. Peace out.